Welcome everybody to this channel. So this channel has been made especially to ease out the topic that are important for the entrance exam. So it's really going to be so much helpful for NEET, next exams or INICET. So please pay really very good attention here. So let's start with the topic of today's, which is homeostasis. So mainly from the exam perspective, there are mainly three keywords in this definition of homeostasis that you need to remember. So they are, let's see, the constant word, the equilibrium word, and the normal word. So there are dynamic changes occurring in our body constantly, but the body tries to make it to the normal level. कुछ भी हो रहा है, कुछ बॉडी में ज़्यादा बढ़ रहा है, कुछ कम हो रहा है, बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे बॉडी ट्राई करेगा कि वो नॉर्मल लेवल पे आ जाए. So let's see. So mainly there are three types of feedback mechanism in homeostasis. It can be a negative, positive, and feed forward mechanisms. And trust me, all these are important for exam point of view. Okay. So negative feedback क्या है? For example लेते हैं पहले. So in our body, अगर किसी का बीपी बढ़ा हुआ है, if there is increased BP, body tries to decrease the BP to the normal level. The BP is decreasing, that means it is the negative value. Coming down means negative, it's called the negative feedback. दूसरा example, in diabetic patient there is increased blood glucose. तो उस increased blood glucose को पहले decrease करना पड़ेगा. Decrease means negative feedback. So these are the examples of negative feedback. Stimulus required. For increased BP, there is stimulus called exercise. Let's take it as an example. For increased glucose, there is increased glucose intake in the body. So there is an important aspect we need to learn for NEET or next exam, which is called gain. What is gain? So first of all, you need to understand it's a part of negative feedback. It suggests the correction upon errors. So more the correction, more the gain, and more the error, less the gain. Let's take an example. So at rest, the BP is 120, the systolic blood pressure. And after exercise, the systolic blood pressure is 180. That means after exercise, it is increasing. Then let's say a person is resting a bit after an exercise. Then the BP drops from 180 to 150. So here what is the error? Error means from the initial normal value, the deviation of the BP. So here the error can be 150 minus 120, and the correction is 180 minus 150. So here let's say gain we can calculate. So gain can be 180 minus 150 upon error means 150 minus 1, sorry, 20. So uh, so the gain here is 1, but always remember that the sign of the gain is always negative. So in question it maybe they ask that what is the value of gain. It can be plus 1 or minus 1, it's always in negative, right? So yeah, अब पॉजिटिव फीडबैक. एग्जाम्पल लेके चलो, अगर कुछ हमारी बॉडी में कम हो रहा है, नॉर्मल से भी कम है, देन वी हैव टू ब्रिंग बैक टू द नॉर्मल. सो हम इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं, इंक्रीज मीन्स पॉजिटिव. सो हियर देर इज़ अ ट्रिक टू रिमेंबर द पॉजिटिव फीडबैक. इट्स कॉल्ड क्लैप्स, CLAPS. C for coagulation cascade, LH surge during ovulation, A for action potential event. So here influx means the Na is entering the cell. There is influx of Na. It is also called depolarization. Parturition, that means when we are administrating oxytocin to the body, uh, there will be uterine contraction and the cervix dilates. So it is also a part of feedback which is positive. And then the hypovolemic shock. Now feed forward mechanism, it is conceptual a bit. So first let us know what is feed forward. So it is an anticipatory system. So बॉडी में कुछ स्टिमुलस नहीं हुआ है, कोई स्टिमुलस नहीं है, बट बॉडी फिजिकली अफेक्ट होने से पहले ही कुछ इंटरनल चेंज कर लेती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट मी गिव यू एन एग्जाम्पल. अगर आपने कोई लायन देखा है, लायन आपके पास आ रहा है, तभी आपका टैकिकार्डिया और टैकिपनिया हो रहा है, अभी तक लायन ने टच नहीं किया है. सो ये एंटिसिपेट कर रही है बॉडी कि लायन आएगा और टैकिकार्डिया और टैकिपनिया हो रहा है. सो दिस इज द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ एंटिसिपेटरी सिस्टम. द नेक्स्ट एग्जाम्पल which is very important for the exam point of view is the basal body temperature. So in cold weather the skin temperature will decrease. The skin temperature is also called the shell temperature, which is an MCQ, so note it down. Shell temperature decrease in the cold region, so the organ temperature will decrease. So as an feed forward mechanism, the body will start shivering, tries to increase the temperature of body. This is an example. Once in INICET was asked that what are the examples of feed forward mechanism. So in there was an option given which is cerebellum. Cerebellum is also part of feed forward mechanism. So just if you don't remember anything, just remember mainly the meaning of feed forward and also the examples. Mainly two examples. The temperature is an example of feed forward, and also the cerebellum is an example which is responsible for the motor activities as it. So that's it for today. Thank you guys.